stand to receive the sentence. I know that it's not a surprise that you're going to be sentenced to life today, but I do want to make a couple of comments. This has been a very long road and a very difficult case for a number of reasons, including the fact that it has been such a long road. I think that it is the oldest case that is on the docket in this circuit, but it has finally come to an end, and what it shows to the victims in this case is that justice is not always swift, but justice is eventually served. Nothing I can do or say today will alleviate the pain that you have suffered and the losses that you have suffered, but I do hope that you can find some peace in the conclusion, or at least the conclusion at this stage of this case after such a long road. I am going to adjudicate, if I haven't previously done so. I probably did adjudicate at the end of the trial. Madam Clerk, was he previously adjudicated?
No, he was not.
All right, well, I will adjudicate Mr. Keetley at this time guilty on all 6 counts. I will sentence him to life in prison on each and every one of the 6 counts, with a minimum mandatory of 25 years in each and every one of the counts. In Florida, life means life because there is no possibility of parole. So, Mr. Keetley, you will, barring any reversal on appeal, spend the rest of your natural life in the Florida Department of Corrections. I am going to impose all standard fees, costs associated with the standard computation of those fees and costs. You will have 30 days to appeal the judgment and sentence entered against you. I will give you credit for every day that you have already served during this long road in the Hillsborough County Jail, which was 4,559 days, but I'm going to add 30 days to give you credit for 4,589 days. Is there anything else from the state?
Judge, you do need to announce formally on the record if those life sentences are to run concurrent or consecutive.
Absolutely right, and I am going to run them concurrently.
Thank you, Judge.
Is there anything from the defense?
I'm going to defer to Mr. Escobar.
Mr. Escobar.
Yes, Your Honor. We have been hired by the family to handle the appeal, and so we will file the appropriate papers by Tuesday.
Excellent. I appreciate you letting me know, because there's sometimes we're not sure what's going to happen and whether we need to appoint the public defender or anything, so I do appreciate that. And I have announced on the record that he does have 30 days to appeal.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're very welcome. Thank you, and nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
All right.
Judge, I'm sorry. I'm speaking with Mr. Keetley.
Yes.
Question.
Yes.
He had a question when you pronounced court cost. I told him those were the statutory court costs.
Right.
Those are not costs associated with the prosecution.
Well, I don't have the list up here of the state, but I will tell you this, that if you have a discrepancy with any of the standard court costs that are imposed, feel free to file a motion and we will have a hearing. I am not imposing. I know that he was at some point represented by the public defender's office. I'm not imposing, because he was majority of the time represented by private counsel. So I'm not imposing those costs associated with public defender fees. So I will strike that from the standard costs. But if you have any issues regarding costs, I welcome you to file a motion.
We will review the judgment and sentence, of course, and if there's a question, we'll follow up on that.
And it'll take a couple of days. I don't expect to sign that until probably Monday. I don't expect that it'll be in my queue to sign today. And he won't be transported until after that.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Your time, nothing else.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.